The opposition is more responsible for the sad state of India's affairs. The beauty of democracy lies in the opposition having an equal voice in expressing itself as the ones in power. True, the opposition may not have the requisite resources as the ones in power have, but no one can stop the opposition from speaking why the ones in power are wrong and cornering them to do the right thing. In India, however, in the recent past, we have seen that there is almost no opposition to what the government is doing. No opposition on price rise, no opposition on unemployment, no opposition on lack of social security, no opposition on anything whatsoever. It is surprising that a country of almost 150 million people has no effective opposition. Ideally, there should be no room for a government to do anything wrong given the huge population. The large population should be a deterrent for the government that if they do anything wrong, millions of people will be on the streets. But the opposition has failed the people of India. They have failed to do anything to attract and capture their attention so as to able to mobilize them when the government is in the wrong. When the Congress was in power, a slight price rise would prompt the BJP members to mobilize crowds and give dharna on the roads. It was the support that they garnered through such populist movements that gained such BJP members ministerial berths today. However, sadly the Congress today seems unsure of itself and its very existence seems to be nowhere. They seem to be absolutely unconcerned with what the people of India need and be totally concerned with who will lead the party. This is like putting the cart before the horse. It will never work out. No matter how long you take, how many intelligent people are behind it, or how much money is pumped. Like day and night make a day whole, government and opposition make a democracy. Without either of them, we don't remain a democracy. Today's Congress seems to be waiting for the people to be tired of the government to come to power, instead of actively challenging the government with respect to its policies and methods. The reasons for it seem to be clear. Maybe the ones in opposition have too much to hide and hence it is their fear of being exposed which keeps them from coming out openly to challenge the government and taking them head on. Or maybe it is their narrow self-interests and selfishness which keeps them from doing what they ought to do. Or maybe it's both and a lot more. The people of India probably do not have an option with respect to anyone standing up for them today. But the law of nature is that there cannot be a vacuum. Only time will tell who will fill up the space of a responsible opposition. But as of now, the opposition has clearly failed us.